So hello from Kroměříž. It's Castle Gardens in the Czech Republic, and I'm entering into the maze and hope I can find my way out. Hope I can memorize this chapter too. I've been working on memorizing 1 Timothy, and chapter 4 says that Paul is saying to Timothy that some people at the end times will have a wrong view of marriage. They will forbid it, and they'll forbid certain foods that are made for our enjoyment and asceticism, and maybe preach salvation by those things. He says that, but you are to enjoy all good things that God made for, and you're supposed to, and you should stay away from all bad teaching, mythology, and he keeps repeating this theme: stay away from bad theology. He says you will do good to teach this, preach this, hold to these things. He says, and for physical discipline is of some value, but spiritual discipline is of eternal value. He says we toil and labor teaching these things, so it's very important. So if there's somebody teaching something outside of God's will, we have to labor and correct it and preach it. He says, don't let anyone look down on you because you're young, Timothy, even though Timothy was probably only like 35 and not super young. Okay? He says, devote yourself to to teaching, preaching, and the public reading of Scripture. Scripture is Christianity. Scripture shows us much of God and how we are to live. And he says, use all these gifts that you have, and basically wants everybody to not neglect their gifts, and then just to stay away from those who are teaching poor doctrine.